The diplomatic mission, 770 words. Setting: the massive Galactic Council station orbiting Nexus Prime, humanity's first formal diplomatic meeting with the alien coalition. Ambassador John Reed leads a small human delegation to negotiate trade agreements and establish peaceful relations. The humans are nervous but hopeful. This represents humanity's chance to join the galactic community after decades of isolation since first contact. The Council consists of 5 major species: the proud bird-like Aethery, who consider themselves the galaxy's nobility; the insect-like Vex swarm minds; the aquatic depth dwellers; the crystalline Silicon, who communicate through harmonic frequencies; and the reptilian Drax warrior caste. During the formal ceremony, tensions rise when the Aethery representative Lord Kalen dismisses human achievements as primitive fumbling. The humans maintain composure, with Reed calmly presenting Earth's technological and cultural accomplishments. However, the aliens view humanity's short lifespan and recent space travel as signs of an inferior species. When Reed attempts to negotiate fair trade terms, rather than the exploitative contracts offered, the Council grows hostile. The Drax General Thane stands and declares humans unworthy of equals treatment. In a moment of calculated cruelty, Thane strikes Reed across the face with a scaled hand, leaving deep gashes. The chamber falls silent. Reed touches his bleeding cheek, looks at the Council members who show no disapproval of the assault, then speaks quietly. "You have made a grave mistake." The human delegation leaves immediately. Unknown to the Council, every moment was broadcast live to Earth through quantum communication links. Earth. Various locations including UN headquarters, Pentagon, and major cities worldwide. The footage of Ambassador Reed's assault spreads across Earth in hours. The image of their peaceful diplomat bleeding while alien representatives look on with amusement becomes a rallying cry. Humanity, despite its divisions, unites in unprecedented fury. President Maria Santos convenes an emergency session with world leaders. The initial shock gives way to cold determination. Defense Secretary Thomas Blake presents classified information. Humanity has been preparing for potential alien hostility since first contact, developing advanced weapons based on captured alien technology from early encounters. The military reveals Project Phoenix, a secret fleet of advanced warships built in hidden asteroid facilities. General Williams explains that while appearing primitive to aliens, human weapons incorporate unique advantages: unpredictable chaos-based targeting systems, adaptive AI that learns enemy patterns mid-battle, and most importantly, a willingness to sacrifice everything for victory that alien species have never encountered. Meanwhile, the Council dismisses Earth's silence as expected submission. Lord Kalen laughs about teaching the primitives their place, while Thane boasts about the ease of the strike. They plan to offer humanity servant status in their empire, expecting grateful acceptance. Earth's response begins subtly. Trade negotiations halt. Human colonies in disputed sectors go silent. Alien ships report minor technical difficulties, actually sabotage, by human infiltrators who have been watching and learning for decades. The President addresses the world. They struck not just our representative, but our entire species. They sought to humiliate us into submission. They are about to learn why humanity survived ice ages, plagues, and world wars to reach the stars. Various locations including Aethery homeworld and Council military installations. 3 weeks after the diplomatic incident, the aliens' complacency shatters. The Aethery homeworld's orbital defense platforms simultaneously explode in brilliant flashes. Human stealth ships, invisible to alien sensors, had been positioned for days. Admiral Kate Morgan commands the human fleet from the dreadnought Retribution. Her ships appear from hyperspace in perfect coordination, catching the alien fleets unprepared. The humans fight differently than any species the Council has encountered, embracing calculated risks, using damaged ships as weapons, and employing psychological warfare. The battle for the Aethery system showcases humanity's unique advantages. While alien species fight with rigid hierarchies and predictable patterns, human commanders adapt constantly. Captain Ross sacrifices his destroyer to take out an Aethery battlecruiser, ramming it at full speed while his crew evacuates to smaller craft. Lord Kalen watches from his palace as human fighters strafe his world's capital. The magnificent spires of Aethery civilization burn while human voices broadcast across all frequencies. This is for Ambassador Reed. The Council's emergency meeting dissolves into chaos. The Vex collective consciousness struggles to process humans' illogical willingness to die for abstract concepts like honor. The Silicon entity's harmonics discord as they witness the destruction of their inferior opponents. Thane rallies the Drax fleet for a counterattack, confident in their superior numbers. He doesn't understand that humanity has been outnumbered in every significant battle they've ever fought, and won them anyway through superior tactics and unbreakable will. Multiple star systems, Council emergency bunkers, and the human fleet. The galactic war explodes across dozens of systems. Human tactics prove devastatingly effective against alien psychology. Where Council species retreat when facing certain death, humans advance. Where aliens surrender when victory becomes impossible, humans find new ways to fight. The Depth Dwellers' aquatic worlds burn as human thermal weapons boil their oceans. Vex hive ships break apart under focused electromagnetic pulses that disrupt their collective consciousness. The Silicon entity's crystalline structures shatter under sonic weapons, designed specifically to exploit their harmonic weaknesses. Council species begin questioning their alliance as human forces display unprecedented brutality combined with tactical brilliance. The reptilian Drax, supposedly the galaxy's greatest warriors, find themselves outfought by humans who treat warfare as both art and science. Thane's massive fleet confronts Admiral Morgan near the Nexus system. The battle becomes legendary human. Ships dancing between alien formations, using debris fields as cover and turning every piece of wreckage into a weapon. When Thane's flagship corners the damaged Retribution, Morgan activates the ship's self-destruct, creating a nuclear explosion that cripples half the Drax fleet. The psychological impact spreads. Alien crews begin refusing orders, terrified of facing humans who fight like demons and die like martyrs. Council propaganda about primitive Earth creatures crumbles as their fleets retreat from system after system. In desperation, the Council authorizes planet-killing weapons, preparing to eliminate Earth entirely. They fail to understand that humanity's colonies are already self-sufficient, and that Earth's children scattered among the stars will never forgive such an act. The Council's last stronghold, Earth's solar system, and the aftermath. The final confrontation occurs in Sol System as the Council's combined remaining fleets attempt to destroy Earth. They arrive to find humanity's home system transformed into the galaxy's most dangerous fortress. Every asteroid carries weapons. Every moon holds defense platforms, and Earth itself bristles with planetary shields powered by fusion reactors. The battle is brief and decisive. Humanity's home field advantage, combined with their mastery of desperate warfare, annihilates the alien armada. The survivors face a choice: surrender or extinction. On the rebuilt Council station, now under human control, the alien leaders kneel before President Santos. Lord Kellen's proud feathers are torn and dirty. Thane's scales bear burned scars from human weapons. The Vex representatives click nervously, their collective consciousness fractured by trauma. Santos addresses them with the same quiet tone Ambassador Reed used. You struck a diplomat during peaceful negotiations. You showed our species contempt and expected submission. You learn too late that humanity's greatest strength isn't our technology or tactics. It's our refusal to accept humiliation. The terms are harsh, but not genocidal. The Council species will serve humanity's interests for 50 Earth years. Their military technology will be surrendered. Most importantly, they will spread word throughout the galaxy. Humanity is not to be underestimated or mistreated. The story concludes with a new galactic order. Other alien civilizations, having heard of the Council's fate, approach humanity with careful respect. Trade agreements are negotiated as partnerships between equals. The galaxy learned a hard lesson about judging species by their age or appearance. Ambassador Reed, his scars now healed, returns to diplomatic service. But the galaxy remembers the price of striking a human diplomat, and peace negotiations proceed with unprecedented politeness and mutual respect. Themes: the story explores humanity's potential for both diplomacy and devastating warfare, the danger of underestimating others, and how respect must be earned rather than demanded. It celebrates human resilience while warning against the hubris that leads to unnecessary conflict.